Hi everyone, and welcome to Rum Runner Dan. I'm Dan Genovese. Today we're making an original tiki drink, Rum Runner's Cash.
Oh, blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down.
To me way, blow the man down.
Blow the man down, bullies, blow him away.
Give me some time to blow the man down. We would open a bar on the 13th of May.
Rum Runner's Cash is an original drink by me that was, the basis of it came from Don the Beachcomber and some of his original rum rhapsodies, as he called them. One of his original drinks is a rum barrel, and pretty much every tiki bar around the country has some kind of a rum barrel. It's a lot of different rums blended together with different citruses, and it's like this tropical, rummy, delightfully sweet, yet not too strong, not too sweet, not too tropical kind of drink. It's kind of like the perfect balanced tiki drink, but it often has a lot of ingredients. Most of that comes from Don the Beachcomber and, blending a lot of individual different ingredients together to come up with the flavor profile. Remember, rum blends at that time weren't really a thing. They were single-sourced rums that were just Jamaican rum, just Barbados rum, just rum from the Virgin Islands. So he blended them together himself to come up with a different flavored drink. And all the different citruses and everything that he used, well, that was to bring some tropical flair to his patrons, because that was something that they couldn't really get anywhere else. You have to remember, places like Hawaii at the time when Don the Beachcomber ran his original restaurant, that was still territory. It wasn't even a state yet, and it wasn't very easy to get to. There wasn't really no flights going out there. You had to go by boat, so it wasn't something that was very accessible. But it was known to people, and they heard stories about it. So this exotic type place that's known but yet unknown, and that's the kind of sense that he brought with each one of his drinks. And the rum barrel for me is really about that. A lot of different tiki bars around the country now still kind of keep this as one of their secret recipes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually have a rum barrel recipe that I don't share. So I also partake in that. It is my own personal drink. I keep the parts of it secret. And even in Smuggler Cove's book, Martin Cate puts his rum barrel in there and then puts top secret over a bunch of the ingredients, so you have no idea everything that's in there. So why don't we get started in making this drink? So, drink mixer, and we're going to start least expensive, most expensive. So we're going to start out with our citrus here in all of our juices. So start out with some pineapple juice, fresh squeeze. We're going to need an ounce of this. While most of this drink is a little bit, there's a lot of ingredients in it, you're going to find that it's pretty straightforward in terms of all the different measurements. So 1 ounce here of this is passion fruit juice or passion fruit nectar. You do not want to use passion fruit syrup, because if you do, the end product will end up being too sweet. Pineapple has a fair bit of sweetness to it that you don't want to add too much more sweetness to. 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. 1 ounce of blood orange juice. I use blood orange juice quite a bit in my drinks. They are definitely not as orangey or as citrusy or as sweet as other oranges. They kind of almost have like a raspberry type quality to them, which is one of the reasons I like them so much. Next thing I'm going to use is homemade Grenadine. Please, 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 if you're going to buy your Grenadine, get a good quality one. Do not buy the cheap, artificially flavored, colored knockoff things that are in the store. Those are not good. 1/2 ounce of homemade Grenadine. Okay. Next, simple syrup. 2-to-1 simple syrup that I'm using. So this one is just 1/2 ounce. All right. Next, before I go into the rum blends here, I'm going to use some Miss Better's bitters, aromatic bitters. They're batch 42. I've talked about them quite a bit. I love their products. We're going to need 2 dashes or 12 drops. Extra one in there for good luck. Extra drop, I mean. All right, now we're going to go into the rum blends. So I'm using multiple different rums here, which some of these are also blends in of themselves. So there's actually a lot of different types of rum that go into this drink, but I love the end product. First one we're going to pull out here is Denizen. Denizen, there's 2 of the rums in this drink are from Denizen. This one is their Merchant Reserve. You probably remember this from my Mai Tai video, which I'll put a little card up here that you can go and see it. It was actually my first video where I went over the Mai Tai. It's a fantastic drink, and this is a great blend of rum. It blends together pot distilled rum and traditional molasses-based rum from Martinique, which according to Martin Kate and his research is actually the real 2 rums that Trader Vic used in his version of the Mai Tai after he couldn't get J. Ray and Nephew, 17-year and 15-year, after those kind of became unavailable. That's the one that he believes that they use. So this is his. Smuggler Cove uses this particular rum as the rum for their Mai Tais. I use it, had a bunch of different ways, still love it the best. So we're going to need 1 ounce of Denizen Merchant Reserve or Denizen 8-year. Goes by both names. Next, we're going to use Denizen 3-year. Now, do not let, I use this quite a bit. It's my go-to white or light rum. It is aged, it's 3 years. This color, the clearness of it comes from filtering, charcoal filtering. Actually, I don't know if they use charcoal, but they definitely filter it. By filtering, you get a lighter color, but the age of this, color of it looks similar to this one, the 8-year. When it comes out, they just filter it down. So we need 1 ounce of Denizen 3-year. Point of it is, though, that the flavor is still tastes like rum. You don't want like a vodka flavored white rum. If it doesn't taste like any kind of rum flavor and it tastes more like vodka or nothing, don't use it. Next, actually this one we're going to put over here. This is our overproof rum that we're going to use for later. It's a float. Next we're going to use is Flor de Cana. Flor de Cana is, I can't say enough good things about this. They're one of my favorite rum companies. I know, I feel like I have a lot of favorite rum companies, but truly I do. There's lots of different types of rum out there, but I consistently keep using their products. They don't add sugar into theirs. The coloring purely comes from the aging process, which is something I love. I love their products. They're very, very tasty, and they're really, really good column still. Style rums. The reason why I like these so much is they're similar in the process of what Cuban style rums are made like. We're going to need 1 ounce of the Flor de Cana 12-year. All right. Okay. Now, that takes care of most of our ingredients. We are going to add 12 ounces of crushed ice, very similar to what we normally do. And there we go, 2 of our scoops. We're going to flash blend this for about 4 seconds. All right. Now, what we are going to do is talk a little bit about our mug. So the mug that I have here, which is this guy right here, we're going to do some cool shots on him. This is a brand new addition to my collection. You can see on the back here, this is from the Lost Idols company, which first mug that I got from them. Absolutely, this is fantastic. It's cool design. This little guy right here can fit like, I did a liquid test when it came. I think it's like around 24 ounces of liquid in here, which is a lot. If you're thinking about it, that's a large brandy glass. So there's a lot of different types of drinks that you can fit in here. Fantastic. This is the Mr. Moe mug. I love it. I love the detail. I love this color. This is the slab version. This is one of the colors that was being sold. I fell in love with this one. I love the dark color on it. All of this is super cool. The detail on here is absolutely phenomenal. And they're limited run. So I love this. This is actually, I've been looking for a mug for this drink. My version, the Rum Runner's Cash. I couldn't find a good mug for it yet. This is now the mug that I'm going to be using for it all the time. So what I'm going to do here is this. We're going to use this guy today. I'm just going to open pour this into here. Okay. All right, now we're going to top this off with more ice. Because this is a little bit stronger of a drink, we're definitely going to want to add some more ice to it. The great part about this particular mug in here is it gives us enough room to add quite a bit of ice. So this way you keep the the drink really well chilled, and it dilutes pretty slow as we continue to drink it. All right, got a little bit more in there. Go. Get that in there. All right. Looks like we are pretty much good to go here, I think. Get a touch more in there, right on the top. Perfect. All right. Here we go. Now, next thing we are going to do is we're going to float our overproof rum on the top. So overproof rum here, can you use a 151 rum? Sure. You can use a Demerara 151 rum. Those are pretty tasty, but for certain applications, I really like to use Plantation's old-fashioned traditional dark wooded substitute. So we're going to take a ½ ounce of our overproof rum here, and then we are going to pour that in here so it gets floated right on the top. Okay, now. Cool thing with the rum float here. It's one thing I always say. I am not a stirrer, so I don't stir. But as this starts to melt, the flavor profile will change. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So first thing that we're going to need to do is grab ourselves one of our nice rustic wood row coasters. We're going to place our drink right up on there. It's like the perfect size for this guy. It just sits right on top of it. Now, we're going to put the straw in last. I'm actually going to take it and I'm going to use the mint first. Let's grab a good bundle of mint. The mint here is key. Hey, in there, give it a good crush, good slap. Pinch off some of these irregular stems there on the bottom. I'm going to tuck that in there, just like that. So it's really like the whole top of this thing is like mint growing out of this drink. It's kind of one of the reasons I really love this mug for this, because it's like mint. And then what you want to do is you want to get yourself a glass straw. Surfside Sips, always go and grab one of those guys. Link below, you get 20% off. I'm going to grab one of the blue straws right here. And you want to be able to see the straw, so you want it. This is why I love these straws. They're perfect height. You want it this length specifically for this drink, really, because you want to get your face real close to that mint when you're drinking it. It's part of the experience. You get a really good waft. So there you have it, everybody. That is my take on the original rum barrel by Don the Beachcomber, Rum Runner's Cash. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's so yummy. I love this drink. So this drink, like I said, it started out with a rum barrel as the basis for it. So the taste component here, it's a blend of tropical deliciousness. So you get this, the pineapple, the passion fruit, the lime, the orange. I like the the blood orange in here because when you use regular orange, sometimes that can like start to take over a little bit. And I don't want it to taste of orange. I want it to taste of like some delicious kind of tropical citrusy flavor, which is what we get with these specific ones. You know, even the pineapple is a little bit sweeter, but it has that tropical bite to it. Then with the syrups here, even the Grenadine provides a little bit of tartness and kind of helps with that. It's sweet, but it's still tart at the same time. So you get this tropical sweet flavor, bright flavor, tropics, sweet, and then you get rum, right? Now, the blend of rums here that you really are tasting when you're having the drink just like I did. You're tasting, you know, the Denizen, the little bit of the Hugo notes, a little bit of the nice, good, strong, solid rummy flavors from the Denizen 3-year, and you're getting that, you know, that quintessential oaky, column-stilled rum flavor from Flor de Cana 12. Fantastic. Now, if you want to change the profile of the drink a little bit, this half an ounce of Plantation's old-fashioned traditional dark is just sitting on the top. So as you drink this, it's going to start to change a little bit from being a tropical flavor-forward drink to a rum-flavored forward drink with some tropical notes to it. So this is where, if you stir this, and I'm not a stirrer, so I don't do this, but if you were to stir the drink, which you can do even though there's a bouquet in there, so you get that and you start stirring in this float of rum, it changes from more of a tropical forward flavored drink to a overall oakier, rummy, spicy flavored tropical drink. Still, it's very good. It's like two different drinks in one, so you could have it either way. So there you have it, everybody. I would love for you to go and to make one of these. Comment below, please let me know what you think of the drink. Check out Lost Idol Companies. He's on Instagram, so you can check out his site there. He always is posting videos about him like going through the process of making the mugs, which I find really, really cool. I'll put a link below so you can check out his Instagram page as well as his website too, in case you're interested in any of his mugs. You can see his upcoming pre-sales. You can also see the mugs that he has up there that are available. That's it for me today. Thank you for all the people who like and subscribe to our channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and that like. For this video, we'll be coming out with a lot more really soon. And until next time, everybody, Kole Maluna.